Imagine there's a scientist who discovers the cure for cancer, but who chooses not to share it with anyone. So he has the medicine in his hands that can save millions of lives, but he keeps it to himself, and instead he watches as millions of people all around him continue to die slow and painful deaths. How would we feel about that scientist? I think that we would consider him to be completely and inexplicably evil. A good person would, of course, share the cure and do whatever he can to save the lives. In fact, how much would the scientist have to hate humanity not to try to save them? Well, it's the same for Christians. Everyone on this earth is heading for death. 100% of us are going to die. And this is because of a disease called sin. Jesus came to earth to conquer sin and death, and he has now given us a way to have eternal life. Jesus says, "I am the resurrection and the life. Anyone who believes in me will live even after dying. Everyone who lives in me and believes in me will never ever die." You could live on beyond death if you accept this offer. Eternal life is possible. It's right there in front of you. Christians are simply people who have already found this eternal life through Jesus and are just trying to pass the message on because we want you to have it too. We don't get paid for it. There is nothing in it for us. We're not trying to shove it down your throats. We are just trying to tell you because we want you to have this amazing gift too. And indeed, how much would we have to hate you not to try to share it with you? Here's an atheist perspective.
And I've always said, that I don't respect people who don't proselytize. I don't respect that at all. If you believe that there's a heaven and hell and people could be going to hell or not getting eternal life or whatever, and you think that, it's not really worth telling them this because it would make it socially awkward. And atheists who think that people shouldn't proselytize, just leave me alone, keep your religion to yourself. How much do you have to hate somebody to not proselytize? How much do you have to hate somebody to believe that everlasting life is possible and not tell them that? I mean, if I believed beyond a shadow of a doubt that a truck was coming at you and you didn't believe it, that truck was bearing down on you, there's a certain point where I tackle you. And this is more important than that. And I've always thought that, and I've written about that, and I've thought of it conceptually. This guy was a really good guy. He was polite and honest and sane, and he cared enough about me to proselytize and give me a Bible.
You might not like what we have to say, but you cannot doubt our motives for saying it. You might get angry and frustrated because it's not what you want to hear, but we're going to tell you anyway because we'd be evil if we didn't. Jesus is your only hope for eternal life.